Hello boys and girls, and welcome to the second part of our math lesson. Again, we are doing chapter 7.1, which is called Dimes, Nickels, and Pennies. And the essential question that we are thinking about and trying to answer is, how do you find the total value of a group of dimes, nickels, and pennies? Alright, so our first activity says sort the coins and put coins that are alike in the same oval. So remember, the coins that we were working with today are pennies, nickels, and dimes. Pennies are worth 1 cent, dimes are worth 10 cents, and nickels are worth 5 cents. And remember, the tricky part was that the nickels, while they don't have as much value as a dime, they are the bigger coin. Okay, so always make sure that you remember that nickels are the bigger coin than dimes, but they are smaller in value. They're only 5 cents, whereas dimes are worth 10 cents. So I'm just going to sort the coins. Remember, the first one that's really easy is to do the pennies, right? So you can sort the pennies easily because they're a different color. They're copper, kind of like a brownish color, right? And then we have our nickels and I see that this is a nickel and this is also a nickel because these two silver coins here are bigger than the dime. So these are our nickels. So we're going to put our nickels here. And they are the same. They're just on different sides. So this is one side of the nickel. This is the other side. This is one side of the penny. This is the other side. And then lastly, our dimes are going to go in this oval over here. They're smaller than the nickel. Okay. And this is what a dime looks like. I should take this one over here. So this is what a dime looks like on one side, and then this is what the dime looks like on the other. So we have dimes, which is 10 cents, nickels are 5, and pennies are 1. Okay, so it kind of goes over that with you again, right? We can either say 10 cents, we can write the little cent sign, and then this is the name of the coin right here, so dime. 5 cents, nickel. 1 cent, penny. Okay? And then so remember, when we're counting coins, it depends on the value of the coin, right? So for example, a dime is 10 cents, so every dime we count by tens. So if I have 3 dimes here, I'm going to count 10, 20, 30, just like how they did here. Nickels are worth 5 cents, so for every nickel, I'm going to count by fives. So if I have 3 nickels, I'm going to count 5, 10, 15. So if I have 3 nickels, I have 15 cents. If I have 3 dimes, I have 30 cents. If I have 3 pennies, I would just count by ones, right? So 1, 2, 3. So 3 pennies would be 3 cents. And then we kind of did this in the video too. So if we have a group of each coin, right, this is how we would count. We can just count from left to right, almost like how you read a book, right? So starting over here, so we have a dime, 10 cents. We have another dime, so 10, 20. And then we go to nickels. We have 2 nickels. So from 20, we're going to add 5, which is 25. And then we're going to add another 5, which is 30. Okay? Now we have our pennies, which are 1 cent. So from 30, we're just going to add 1, which is 31. And we're going to add another one, which is 32. So that's our total value, is 32. All right, so now it's going to have us do some examples on our own. There's a lot of examples here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'm going to go through a few of them just so that you can kind of understand how to count them more. Okay, so again, we're starting up over here, and we have some nickels. So we have 5 cents, 10, 15, 20. Now, I know that the next coin looks the same size, and I don't know why that is, but this is a dime because you can tell that it looks different on the face, right? So again, we went 5, 10, 15, 20. So we have 20 cents in nickels, but then we have a dime. So 20 and 10 is 30. And then we have 1 cent. So 30 plus 1 is 31. So we have 31 cents. Okay? Okay, so that's kind of how you count them. So let's go on to another one. Okay, and so this one here, it looks like we have all dimes, right? So we really just have to count by tens here. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So we have 60 cents. And so remember, write the cent sign after the number. So if you are choosing to do use the cent sign, that sign comes after the number. Okay, I would show you, but unfortunately, I don't think I have a cent sign on my laptop, so I'm just gonna write the word cents. But if you are using the cent sign, which is like a C with like a line going through it, make sure it goes after the number. Okay. All right, let's try maybe one more example. We'll get a good one in here. So this one has dimes and nickels. So I see 3 dimes first, and then I see 3 nickels. So we're going to count the dimes, and then we're going to add the nickels, okay? So 10, 20, 30, and then now we're going to start counting by fives. 35, 40, 45. So our total is 45 cents. Okay. All right. And let's try this one last one because I like this one because it has all of the coins in it. All right. So I see 2 dimes, then I see 3 nickels, and I see 1 penny. So we're going to start with the dimes, counting by tens. Then we're going to count by fives, then ones. So here we go. Ready? Count with me. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36. So this one has 36 cents. Okay. All right, and then this one gives us actually a word problem. So it says Maggie had 5 nickels. She gave 2 nickels to her sister. What is the total value of the nickels that Maggie has now? We did this one on the other video, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but basically what we said was she had 5 nickels and she gave 2 to her sister. So she ends up only having 3, right? So what is the total value of the nickels that Maggie has now? Well, if she has 3 nickels, then we count 5, 10, 15. So we count by fives 3 times, and we realize that she has 15 cents, right? So 3 nickels equals 15 cents. Show 25 cents 2 different ways. You can use dimes, nickels, and pennies. Okay, so this one is a little bit challenging. And I kind of want you to think of some different ways that you can make 25 cents. And I'm going to show you one way. Okay, so 25 cents. So we know that we have 20, right? Which could be 2 dimes, right? 10, 20, and then 25. We add that nickel in there. Okay, think of another way that you can make 25 cents using dimes, nickels, and pennies. I'm going to give you about 10 to 15 seconds to think about it. All right, so hopefully you found another way, and there is another way. So what if I just did 1 dime, right? If I used 1 dime, that would be 10 cents. Then what if I threw in a nickel in there, right? That would be 10, 15, so I would still maybe try another nickel. So that would be 10, 15, 20, and then I still need 5 more cents to make 25 cents, so I could use another nickel, right? So I could, if something is worth 25 cents, I could either pay with 2 dimes and a nickel, 10, 20, 25, or I could pay with 1 dime and 3 nickels, 10, 15, 20, 25. And of course, there's many other ways that you can also make 25 cents with some of these coins. Maybe you can use some of the pennies, right? But those were just 2 examples. If you thought of another way to do it, then that's awesome, and give yourself a pat on the back. And I would love to hear the other ways that you used the coins to make 25 cents. So if you want to leave a comment in in the Google Classroom stream to let me know, and let me know like the other ways that you made 25 cents, and I would love to hear it. That would be really awesome. All right, and so our last problem, it says Sue has these coins. How much money is this? Okay, so again, these all look like dimes right here, right? This is a dime, a dime, a dime, and a dime. So we have 4 dimes. So all we have to do is count by tens, right? 10, 20, 30, 40. So our answer would be 40 cents. So I'm gonna circle our answer. Unfortunately, it won't let me check our answer, but again, if we count right, we know that 4 dimes equals 40 cents. Okay? All right, my friends, so that is all the examples that I have for you. Hopefully this helped you a little bit more if you needed some extra help with this lesson. But I think with the video that you watched before and then this one that kind of goes over some more activities and kind of how to count the coins, you should be able to do the assignment for chapter 7.1. So hopefully it's a little bit easy for you after this, and can't wait to see how well you guys do on your assignment for math lesson today. Okay, great job everybody, and again, can't wait to see how well you do on your assignment. Bye everybody.